Hello, welcome back to another Ruffa Sports Cards video. In today's video, I have me just going over my current inventory on hand. This is a lot of stuff that you guys have seen me do videos on: collection buyouts, going to card shows, just buying stuff from people in general, maybe at trade nights, just anything and everything to do with picking up cards. Some stuff you might not have seen, very few stuff you guys haven't seen me post and talk about, but there might be a couple. Purpose of this video is to showcase what I'm gonna be bringing to the one-day Sacramento Card Show, the one at the Wyndham Hotel. It's gonna be this Saturday it starts at 9 a.m. PST, obviously, in Sacramento, California. It's a very, very amazing card show, and I'm hoping I do pretty well. So I'm gonna showcase some stuff. If you see anything that you like, feel free to comment down below. The best way to reach out to me for deals like this, for deals on cars, would probably be Instagram. Actually, maybe Discord. Discord would probably be the best, but comment down below too. Just kind of showing stuff off so that you can see it, and say if you like that Purdy illusion, optic illusion case hit from Optic Contenders, and you can comment down below, and so, or something of the sort, right? If you guys want to pay full sticker, or I'll know that someone's interested in the card, and sometimes I'll even do better deals on stuff. So for the most part, some stuff might be at last comp, some stuff might be in between. Some stuff like this Nico Collins is just me, basing it off of the other gold dragon scale, number to 10 there, Nico Collins. Like I think a different one did I don't even know what it did, even 75 or something crazy. So I'm just trying to field offers. So some of this stuff I've had for a really long time. Some stuff aged well, some stuff went down, some stuff just beautiful cards nonetheless. But Keaton Murray just signed, figured that's 2 times the comp, but I would probably pick up one for the PC at the last comp, so just trying to do certain things. And the LeBron James Kobe tribute here, $280 last comp there. So a lot of stuff, might be just beautiful cards to add to the PC, someone's PC. I'm going to set aside the Daniel Jones. I think that's, it just switched to a $45 comp, but in between 40 and 45, so I'm okay with that value. But you never know what's going to happen in between now and Saturday. So this card has LeBron James in the background. I'll talk about some every now and then. Sunday Kings, Jordan Love, Tyrese Halliburton, Genesis PSA 10, old school wrestling 1 of 5. So some of this stuff I'm not gonna put into my showcase unless if somehow I clear through all of my inventory, which would be amazing, but I don't expect to do that. And just some of this stuff, man, just beautiful. Mainly from collection buyouts I've done is really where a lot of this stuff comes in. Caleb Downs, if you have some of this stuff, be careful and look out before you sell it. His stuff has some serious value. Hyper Prism LaMelo, number to 18 on the Jason Worth there. Little David Wright patch auto, numbered to 99. Little Ryan Sandberg, Rhino, gold prism from Optic Don Russ. Andrew Van Ginkel, something like that would probably be one of the later cards I would put out in the showcase, just because I don't know how many Andrew Van Ginkel fans are going to be at the card show. I'm sure there might be 1 or 2, but sometimes they'll miss the card and the thing. So 2 PSA 9s of this LeBron James did $90. So sometimes I'll have offer because I'm not expecting to get $90, but it would be nice to get 40, 50, I think the last Raw did 30 or so, maybe 20. But Glenn Coffey, little Alabama commemorative relic, number 99 on card autograph. So this is extra profit to me, and this is why I love my business model. And I'm gonna be making a video about my business model, in depth, and how I actually do it and all that. Obviously I would love to run a lot of these cards on my Whatnot stream, and one day I am going to, but I am a little bit worried to run some stuff like this, because say if I ran this Baker Mayfield, and I get, typically a lot of the time on certain cards, I'll get about half value of what they're valued at, depending, especially depending on when you're looking and all that. But that Baker Mayfield, it's actually went up. The last raw copy is now sold for $220. So, I would love to sell stuff like this on my Whatnot, and one day I surely will. I'm sure you know, I'll level up and, you know, upgrade the, you know, the offerings and all that. But we gotta like stay consistent on the overall just values that I get, and I gotta grow the bankroll, all that jazz for sure. So there's some Shohei rookies in here. I don't have many Shohei rookies, so like I'm not gonna be looking to move off a ton of these Shohei rookie stickers. Like some of this stuff is just super liquid. That was the card. I was wondering when we were gonna come across it. Also, a little tip and trick. I use this blue painter's tape to, if I'm ever gonna use a like, especially on like one touches or thick patch cards, or like sealed one touches in particular, very much so. I use blue painter tape, and then I put the price tag above it, so that then when someone goes to, you know, remove it from the thing, it comes off cleanly. Look at that, perfect. And the price tag just easily comes up. So a little life hack there, but beautiful Russ. So like some of this stuff, you know, I'm not expecting to get full value on, and I'd love to hear an offer, especially because I am into the profit on the year as it is, you know. So we'll see, you know, but also at the same time, I'm not going to take $20 for Harrison Smith when it comes for 150. I'm a man who was lighting it up in the preseason there, if you know what I mean. I know someone's a Mets fan, maybe he wants that one. Courtesy, I'm number 5. Like some of this stuff's even below last comp or below similar comps. Just, you know, just kind of like trying to price out stuff fairly and trying to make sure that, you know, it's making sense to me. So like this one I put make offer because it's $50, but I have a Sengun Crown Royale number to 75, rookie autograph for $30. So like, I don't know. I know obviously, I would prefer the Crown Royale personally, but you know, it's kind of up to personal preference. The Hoops Signature Series Signature Rookie is the first card, like first chase of them in an NFL licensed product, so kind of why it has more value. But so you can see this like line running through. It's like actual like thicker line, like, you know, not like a print line like this down below here. I think these are actually on the top layer, yeah, but you can see what I'm talking about there. But so I put flawed on the back, but the front's perfect. I mean, if you want a front looking copy, number to 5, courtside Grady, amazing last name there. You have, what is it? The last comp of this thing was like $450 or something crazy, $475. Like literally wild, but that flaw definitely isn't gonna, like, you know, I'm not expecting to get the $475, but I know, you know, someone could sell it to somebody for that too, right? So I'm not gonna, you know, I'm gonna try to get as much as I can, or maybe one day I'll just find somebody who wants it for, you know, a repack and all that. These numbers game autographs went up. The Assassin on card, that Doug Baldwin did pretty good. A little refractor Randy Moss. So like this one I think had a low last comp or so. The refractor isn't the best, the most shiny, especially on the front. But yeah, you can tell. Well, it says on the back too, it's a refractor, but it's definitely not the shiniest. So wish it was a little brighter of a refractor shine. But Sam Hubbard, number to 8 on the Mosaic. You got Matt Olson, heavy lumber case hit. A lot of this stuff I could really use for like surprise sets. I'm going to do that in the future. So whatever doesn't really sell, you know, I'll be looking to do that. Listing some on eBay. Lexi Hull, probably list that on my eBay eventually. Trying to find, you know, that happy medium between whatnot and eBay and card shows in general, but also it means that I have more recurring revenue and just cycling cash, you know, more revenue sources and more potential buying opportunities too, right? If I need inventory for this, and that, it's better than just this, is how I want to look at it. Trying to maximize my usage too. That's never sold. Dallas Turner, Joe Alt, number to 42 there. So like some of this stuff is like spot on, right on comps. Some of it's just stuff that I think is valued at what it is, you know. Some stuff like I would buy at last comp too. So it's like something I got to remember too, right? If it's had a horrible last comp of like $5 on, you know, a numbered rookie I would buy every single day, I'm not going to, you know, go down to $5. But if someone offers me like, you know, closer to my sticker, I'm definitely going to look into it. But some of these are like the chase cards I was going to do for my repacks too. So a little hesitant moving them a ton. But I'm just putting them out there because I really want to see how good I can do at card shows. And maybe I don't even feel the need to do any surprise sets, but I'm sure I'm still going to utilize them because it would be a very nice addition to my little business and, you know, diversifying a little bit there. So that one's got a little flaws. Sometimes every now and then when there's like, you know, something pretty decent on the card, I'll put that there's flaws. I'm not sure what that exact one was, but they can surely check it out. So $90 was the last comp here. Olu Fashanu on the gold, number to 10 dragon scale. This one's really scratched up. So stuff like that, again, I like to put flawed because then people know at least what they're getting into and know, hey, okay, this card is labeled flawed, so I'm not expecting a, you know, gem mint copy. But at the same time, I'm not going to give it to them for $5 when it's a, you know, $50 card. Maybe I'll give it to them for, you know, $10-20, you know, like, you know, depending on the card, obviously. But beautiful cards here. Like, literally, we're glancing over, I didn't even show this one, I don't think, $480. So the reason why I have it at this price, the last comp on it, like this exact one, is like $378. But there's like two pink swirls that both then went up in price. Like one did like $420, I think, for $420-ish. And then the last one did like $475, $480. And this one's the Super Bowl MVP one. So just kind of, you know, pricing it out how, like, I'm not going to move off of it for super cheap because I can put it in a surprise set. And I know people, I'm preparing that, you know, my mind to, you know, be, you know, making sure I'm on my game when I'm looking at these cards and knowing, hey, okay, I can use that actually really good. So, like number to 2000 here, Christmas deck, Victor Wembanyama, PSA 9. So I put ask me. You can ask me on, you know, anything. If I'm going to put that in my showcase, that one really was going to be a hold for me. I bought that from a random person at a card shop and just putting it out there to sell because it's not doing me any good just sitting. But, I mean, it is a very cool Victor Wembanyama. It's a card you don't really know much about, and I'm sure it's going to age well, right? So a lot of this $20 and up stuff, I'm going to put into the just a 2-row box and just watch while people go through, unless if I like absolutely clear out of my inventory. But, you know, at a certain point, I might, you know, take out some of the higher dollar ones, maybe like $15 or so. Maybe I'll even just remove it in general, just while if I'm going to walk around. But honestly, I don't do personally crazy on like the value bin stuff when I price it out for that $5 to $20 or so range cards. I did a little bit, but not like really crazily or anything. But a lot of the time in here, you know, you're gonna find some really nice little deals, and you know, just like I paid like $30 value on that card. There's another one I paid. Oh, that the Grady Monopoly number to 25, red question mark, or I think that was red question mark, but like red money shimmer or something. I paid like $60 or something, like maybe $40, and now it's like a $20 card. So just trying to move it, trying to get the money rolling again, but you know, taking losses. But overall, you know, I'm in the profit just because of the way I do things, like case hit, Freedom, Parallel, Trayvon Diggs, Spencer Rattler on the Silver Prism. He's actually a Sacramento guy, so is Daniel Susak, orange, a little X-Fractor, I think that would be, on the number to 25 autograph. Just autographs in general. First Bowman Chrome, Mojo, Refractor. So, again, if you see anything that you really like and want to add to your collection, let me know. So, scratch surface here on the purple Refractor Juan Soto. So, I just told people to offer. Reed Blankenship on the Significant Silver. Also, at the same time, I'm not going to put offer on every single card. This one I might sell off on my next Whatnot show, because the last Neymar I did, I got like $14, so I might just leave it in a box and see what I can, if I can get a offer that will be $13 or so, and if not, I might just offload it on my Whatnot stream. We'll see. So yeah, we got like booklets, you got patch autographs, rookie patch autographs, little Joe Burrow, little Jamar Chase, numbered to 74 from Elements. If you don't know, these Element cards are numbered. They just come up here with the numbering, 20 of 74 there. A Legend of the Making Shohei, Al Kaline on the blue refractor there. Dak Prescott. There's some really cool stuff in here. I think this is my last pile, actually. So that was the last cards, but I'm glancing over $20 cards here, which is kind of unheard of on the show. Technically, I guess I've probably done it before, but yeah, just in general, that's the stuff I'm bringing so far. There's some other value in stuff, probably more than likely is going to be the rest of the stuff I get ready. I really just want to make this video, well, mainly because I haven't really done one of these in a good bit of time. I wanted to show my inventory that I have on hand for you guys to pick out and pick through. You know, you guys are what really, drives the entire ecosystem of my business too. So if you see the, a Warren Moon autograph, number to 25, that you're really like, you still have that, I will take that for $70 and pay you shipping, or, something of this sort, right? If you go like, oh, I'll pay you more for, but you don't have to, but also at the same time, shipping is a little difficult thing to figure out and all that, especially depending on the card and how many cards you take, right? But yeah, so I'm gonna look through and see. I don't remember exactly. I don't know how much is here. I didn't count it all. I could count. I might count. Come back. The value I'm bringing. I don't know if I want to put that out there exactly. But there was a lot of really cool stuff. A lot of it will be underneath my showcase, protected and all that too, right? All the higher dollar valued stuff, and then whatever can't really fit other than like the bigger cards. So like I'm not going to put a $30 Paul Rosas in my value bin. I'm just not that, I'm not that way right now. I'm sure one day maybe, but probably not, even going up to $20 is really kind of pushing it. It's just I don't have two showcases, and if I had two showcases, I would probably put my max at like 15. That's what I did at the last card show, but I'm only buying one table, no matter what and where I set up at. Maybe at the next one, I'll try to, purchase directly from the show host and then get two tables and, establish myself within there. But one table is fine with me for now. I'm testing it out. I've never set up at the card show that I'm setting up at. I've never done it at the Sacramento one or anywhere out there. But the big thing is that that's where a lot of the card shows are, and a lot of the people that are a part of the hobby in Northern California is out Sacramento, Bay Area. That's really where the majority of the card shows are. In particular, the card show I set up at is the only one in a 160-mile radius, pretty much two hours and a little bit. So in a 2-hour radius, it's the only one, is the Reading or Shasta card show that I set up at. I'm going to be setting up at that one as well. So whatever doesn't sell, like if someone's going to offer me $50, I'm not going to take it, because I'm going to go and set up at the the Shasta card show in Anderson now, at the Shasta Fairgrounds, which is the event center out here. But also, if someone offers me $50 on the Wemby PSA 10, I'll probably take it, especially if they grab a couple more things, like if it's going to be certain things that I've bought, I probably won't be able to do, 90% or, a little over 90, depending on the cards. I really need to maximize what I'm making off of some of these cards too, right? Especially as time goes on, some of these cards will fall off drastically in price. So I need to make sure I'm maximizing my returns when possible, and just in general, right? If someone wants to offer me $200 on a $280 LeBron Kobe tribute, probably not doing that, being smart about it, being realistic, being, okay with, taking offers and realizing, hey, okay, this card right here could be a really nice surprise set card that, someone would be really happy with if they bought, a $20, $30 surprise set, spot and ended up hitting a $280, LeBron James Kobe tribute PSA 10. Now, is that going to be a card I can easily replenish? Probably not. I'm into the card for about $230 or so. So having that little premium, and technically when I priced it out, that's where I pretty much valued at, was $280. So it's nice that it has another high comp there at $280. And I'll have to check out the listings and stuff to see. Some of this stuff, I might take out of my showcase if someone says, oh, this Warren Moon, it has a $15 comp. It doesn't, that's at least what I could find. But if they say that, and then I'm just going to say, well, I'm not going to just keep listening to people, tell me that over and over again. So I might take that out and then fill it in with another spot, fill it in with a card I think can actually sell. Being realistic, not, putting out a card that, say, you have at like the Mahomes, I'm not expecting to sell the card, but surely if I could get, $440 because, the last comps and the other ones, align with that offering, I'm going to take that because I'm into this thing for $300, $140 profit. I'm going to take that. I'm going to roll it into the next thing, even though this card would be, amazing for a surprise set or repack product hit there. But, I can roll that $300 into a very nice $300 card where now it's, I can cash out and minimize my risk a little bit more. But yeah, so that's all I have. There was a ton of cards that I showed, a ton of value in here. Again, if you see anything or saw anything that you really want, especially, working deals with me, and especially big deals, if you're picking up more than one card and, it makes sense to me to ship it. But if you're going to pick out like a $20 card and I have to ship it with, and then you want to do goods and services and, I have to pay the fee, I'm not going to be doing that, But if you want like $20 cards and, then we can work out numbers and stuff like that. But nonetheless, I'm going to get going, edit this video and get it out for you guys because this is going to be going out literally in the next pretty much 5.5 hours for you guys. But so yeah, this is literally current day me talking to you guys. So I want to say hello. I want to say thank you guys, and go and check out all my other videos. There's a ton of videos posted, all of that jazz, and I will let you guys go. I appreciate you for watching, taking these with me. I hope I see you in the next one, and deuces.